Companies do it all the time, recreate their identities to market themselves to a particular consumer type. So why can't we do it as people? A professional branding expert from the UK says you can. She says whether you're a CEO or a receptionist, it's important to create your own unique personal brand to make a great impression on your employer. And here to give us advice about presenting ourselves in the workplace is the author of the book, Drop Dead Brilliant, Lesley Everett. Thank you for coming, Lesley.
Pleasure.
What is personal branding?
I like to say that our personal brand is actually what people say about us behind our back. It's how we describe other people when they're not there. So our brand is there already, we just have to take control of it. So personal branding is really about taking control of those perceptions and managing the perceptions so that people see us authentically for who we are.
So it would not be a good time to ask you what my personal brand is. I don't know if I'm afraid to find out. Well, how long does it take to make a first impression, and what are potential employers looking for?
First impression, studies are showing now that it can take between 5 and 7 seconds to make a first impression. It's very powerful. So what we do as human beings is we first of all take in the non-verbal communication, so the dress and the grooming, appearance and body indicators. And then we take in the quality of the voice when somebody starts to speak. Not so much what they say, but how they say it. And then if we like what we see and how we hear it, then we hook into the content much more quickly.
And obviously, just to connect the dots here, this is important because if you have a good personal brand, it could mean a better job, more money.
Yeah, I mean, it could do. It's about being authentic, and I think we've gone through an era where image has been everything, according to some people, and it can, in isolation, be quite superficial and artificial. And a brand is really about projecting who we are authentically, so we come across as sincere and genuine, and employers like that.
Have any good examples for us?
Well, the people on TV, I mean, Oprah, let's take Oprah. I mean, she's consistent with her brand, she's genuine, people trust her. The consistency is a really powerful thing. And can we really say that about ourselves as we project ourselves? Are we consistent with every communication we have with people, or do we give confusing messages?
I could say that about my colleague Alexis Glick, definitely. I'm trying to score points. No, she's not confusing. She's totally authentic. Now, you also have some good corporate manners that you want to tell us about. Tell us about those. You have 4 of them.
Yeah, there's the best good corporate manners really about, I find that it's rife in business today where people don't return emails or don't send messages on, and that they don't tell you they've received that communication. I think it's so important now to just make sure that we tell people we've got messages coming through.
Yeah,
and
phone calls and emails.
Phone calls. People
right.
don't return phone calls now, I find. That's common.
And the third one is to say, do what you say you're going to do, when you're going to do it, when you say you're going to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. If you don't do it, people don't just see you as busy, they see you as being unreliable and inefficient. And that's what then comes through about our brand.
And the last one there was set realistic expectations so that you don't miss deadlines.
Yeah, absolutely. And people often will say, yeah, I can deliver that report for you by next Friday, and then don't do it. Why not set the realistic expectation and say, I'll be with you the following Wednesday and I can deliver on that?
All right, Lesley Everett, the author of Drop Dead Brilliant, which I just love it. I'm going to read it. Didn't have time because we were prepping for Citigroup, but thanks so much for coming in this morning.